So I'm going to do a third and final video here, and one thing that I just wanted everybody to note is that I'm not changing my hanger. I'm going to stick with all of the same stuff here, but I did want to take note of one specific item. I was just kind of poking through at a bunch of the different things that are on here, and I noticed that the prototype weapon write-up is kind of a little bit interesting. Weapon launches a massive homing ball lightning that travels at a low speed and disappears after 15 seconds if it does not reach its target. Deals immense damage upon impact, ignores energy shields, and penetrates physical shields. So this is going to overcome the issue with the physical shields and the Ansel shielded mechs like Lancelot's or rhinos, stuff like that. So, interesting little concept. Again, not super happy about the quote-unquote jamming issue. Now, this is interesting because they changed all of the beacons on this map. So I'm going to drop... It's the normal spawn points, but some of the beacon locations have changed. I kind of like that idea because you've got the people that have everything so memorized that they are kind of thrown off a little bit. In this map, it's just a minor change, so it's not, you know, like the end of the world kind of a thing, but I mean, still, it's interesting to see that some of the beacon locations have changed. I like the fact that they're playing around with the maps a little bit. It's kind of an unexpected little surprise for players that have been playing a long time. Changes the game up a little bit. Nope, that was pretty stupid. I don't know why I did that. I was trying to get over to that far A beacon. That A beacon is the one that they changed the location of. It used to be far out on that plank that you would drop down from the cliff and walk all the way out to the edge of that plank or cliff, whatever you want to call it. Now, however, they actually moved it closer to the point where where that mech is standing right now. Looks like a Lancelot over there. Safatin. Oh no, it's a fusion. That fusion where the bridge collapses down. The beacon's actually right there. It's just a little bit beyond that point, so you don't have to run as far to get that beacon. I just thought that was a really interesting concept. Always kind of felt like that beacon was pretty far to begin with, so we'll see. Yeah, look at that. These things definitely do a massive amount of damage. Great for mechs like the Leo, in the sense that you could just put an Ansel shield on there, and the Leo takes a massive amount of damage, so even if you go toe-to-toe with another mech that is equipped with these things, you're going to be able to do a massive amount of damage. Which is, you know, interesting in the sense that gives you the oh, probably gonna tear this patty apart if the target ever gets hit, which is kind of annoying. I'm not a fan of how slow those weapons move when they are fired. I think they need to move a little bit faster because, I mean, ultimately, I kind of think that they're using this to replace those weapons of mass destruction, those prototype weapons I tested out a few weeks ago. Wasn't really a big fan of those. I think they were heavily unbalancing in the game. And these weapons have the potential to unbalance the game as well. So we're going to have to see exactly what they end up doing here. But I think that now this new mech, this dash mech, I kind of feel like it's a little bit better equipped with Terrans. It might just be my personal playstyle. I did watch the video that Adrian Chong made last weekend. I do like the concept of this mech. I think it's a great idea. I like the way that it moves. I like the way that it uses its special dash ability. And I do like the fact that it's got a very quick cooldown time to it. However, I kind of feel as though this mech is better equipped with the Terrans. I think the mech is better equipped with the Terrans because it's just, I think it's easier to fire with the Terrans than it is to fire with the missiles when you're trying to move that quickly. Of course, I keep dying, so, you know, who knows, I could be wrong. So I, of course, always try out my Patty with these new light weapons. I think the Patty is probably one of the best mechs to try out these new lighter weapon systems, especially if they're fairly decent systems. It makes this mech very powerful. Of course, you guys all know how much I love my Patties. But this weapon, unless they change that whole floating time, or at least make it to the point where they don't take so long to hit their target, maybe double the speed or even triple the speed of them. I'm not really sure if that's gonna... Now see how quickly that mech can dodge. See? Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that. Now the question is, can they be used like an aphid in the sense that can they fire up and over? Oh, everybody knows that putting a Patty with aphids on the other side of this ramp is a devastating place to be. Let's see. Yeah, see, you can't do that. So they kind of like take a direct path to your target. They don't go up and over. Yeah, they don't go up and over. So they're not going to be like the aphids are, which I'm okay with that if they change the path. I'm not really sure how they're going to fix it. I mean, they would just have to redo the code. And that's the end of that. We'll see. I'm going to do the feedback afterwards. And I gained another 4 points on that rating. So that puts me into the same tier, I believe. But I think my points will just reflect going up. Yeah, see, I was 731, now I'm 735, so definitely interesting.